what you call a lone wolf. I like to walk alone. I go hunt for the feeling. I thrive out on my own. Look in my eyes, look at the prize, look at the yeah. Heart in my chest, holding my breath. I'm addicted to the game. I am the one they run from. Dead I lie and wait. I do not tremble, do not shake. Ice cold blood in my veins, yeah. The lone wolf is my name.
Hi, my name's Heath Cisco and welcome to Whitetail Addictions. You know, going into the fall of 2021 season, I had high hopes in Ohio and Illinois. I had decent bucks in both states on camera, but my time was limited and I hardly made it out at all in October and early November. This past fall was very special for my daughters. Both of them are cross-country runners and it takes place in the fall. One of them is a freshman and one of them is a senior. So with both of them running together, you know, it was a very special season. Hadley, which is a freshman, she ended up having a great season. She placed 14th in the SOC, and Olivia finished first in the SOC, and she went on to run in the state where she finished 30th overall. And this fall, she'll continue her running career in college. That being said, I packed up my bags after season was over and headed to Illinois and made it out there about November the 8th. Once I got unpacked in Illinois, done a little bit of scouting. You know, I had one particular buck I was wanting to go after, and after a couple hunts, I was able to lay eyes on it. Well, it's a good morning. It's about 11:30. I've probably seen 30 deer so far. Got a picture of a big buck in this area yesterday at around 12:30. So I'm gonna at least set it out till 1 o'clock right here. Maybe 1:30 and then switch positions. So Well, it's 12:30. And I had that big, massive 8 come through. I think we've got several years pictures of that thing, but his base has got to be 7 inches. He come through kind of following the doe. 12:30 in the afternoon. It's overcast, spitting snow, but November 13th, around noon. Had a bunch of action this morning. Several bucks come through, one nice 10. But when I got in this morning, I must have jumped the doe. It was in heat, and it was 2 or 3 bucks on top of her. But they were grunting and carried on. I went up the hill. So I don't know what that was, but it's been a great morning. Almost sat here till about 1 o'clock. Get down, about 1:30, adjust, get on the edge of the field. Well, it's windy as can be today. And I just had a great young buck come through about 25 yards. Man,
gets one more here, it'll be a booner.
With the rut being in full swing, he was so inconsistent on his movement, and it seemed like I was always one step behind. I seen him a couple times, but on November the 15th in the morning, I had him come in behind me following the doe to like 3 yards. You know, I did the best I could. I was in a large tree. I wasn't able to even get the camera around, let alone get a shot at this buck. And the doe sensed something was wrong, and they headed out. You know, hunting the rut is, the buck movement is just so inconsistent. You can go in, read the sign, pick the right spot, hang your stand in the right tree, and you know, it's so inconsistent, they don't even know what they're doing. So in this case, the rut ended up getting me. And that's why I'd prefer hunting early October or late season. That way the deer movement is more consistent.
As well, so I've seen a few doe, a couple other young bucks. Been a good morning. A little after 9, we'll see if anything moves late. It's December the 16th. I've been getting pictures of a really good buck with a 4G2 in this area. The last day or two's been really cold, and it's supposed to start raining tomorrow and warm up. So got down in single digits last night, and it's supposed to get down to single digits tonight and then start warming up in the morning. He's still going down the hill.
Well, 2016 season's been a long one for me. Started out hunting several different bucks, and they never worked out. And finally, a couple weeks ago, I got on this one. It's late December. Got pictures of this one last year. Started getting a bunch more pictures of him a couple weeks ago, and decided to go in and hunt him. We had a front coming in the next day. The temperatures were in the 20s, and got these deer up on their feet. And he come in the first evening I went in there to hunt him. Had him at 15 yards, and the shot was high, and he ran down over the hill, and we gave him a couple hours and went back in looking for him and couldn't find hardly any blood. So we had to give up that night, planning on coming back in the next morning, and it rained 1.5 inches, 2 inches that night, so there was zero blood. We had to do grid searches, and the area this buck was at, it was real rough terrain, and I mean, he could have been laying anywhere. It turned out to be a great season, long season, but a great one. And nothing comes easy, and just tickled to death with this buck. Back in Ohio, my target buck from earlier in the year had disappeared. I ended up locating another buck that I had pictures of from a year before. You know, the weather conditions were finally in mid to late January getting right. We were getting some cold temps and some snow coming in. I had scouted this area where this buck was staying. He was feeding in a large cornfield. I figured out how he was using the side of this hill and manipulating it around to head into the corn. So I picked me out a spot, and with the weather conditions right, I went in for the kill. I've waited all year for this. Finally got snow, cold temperatures. It's only supposed to stay like this about a day or so. So I gotta get it done. I gotta make a little loop to get into my stand, but should be great. I love this stuff.
I did it. I got him. Yes. I tell you, this cold weather, it just gets them moving, and it makes it to where they have to go feed. I had that buck on January 2nd. I had him come in on me, and I was trying to position myself because he was coming in, but he was coming straight at me, and he seen me, and I thought I blew it. I mean, it's late season, January I think it's the 17th. Man, it's the 17th of January, and I just thought I blew it. I mean, you just don't get very many chances, especially in January, and made it happen. Just got my stand out of the tree. There's my bear. Look at that. All right. Oh, yeah. He's a good buck. Look at this.
I love hunting in the snow more than any other weather condition. It gets these deer up and they have to move. So if you take your time, play the weather, and scout properly, hang your stand in the right spot, you're going to see your target buck because they have to move. My 2021 whitetail season ended on a high note, but already I'm thinking about hunting this fall and targeting particular bucks, and I'll be hunting in 4 different states, so it should be exciting.
Hi, this is Andre Custo from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I wanted to thank you for watching Whitetail Addictions and ask that you become one of our silent partners by hitting the YouTube subscribe button and following us on Facebook and Instagram.